Something weird is happening on Instagram right now. Your reels tanking, your stories spiking, your sanity on the edge. And you're not alone. Thousands of creators are asking the same thing. Why is everything that used to work suddenly broken? Let me be clear. You're not shadow banned. You're not falling off. But Instagram is playing a whole new game in 2025.
If you look at how people share on Instagram, creators aside for a second, there are more photos and videos, not including text, shared in DMs than there are in stories every day. And there are way more photos and videos shared into stories than into feed every day. So yes, feed is for average folk to share photos or videos that they're really proud of, but it's a very small percentage of average folk who actually post a feed post in a given day.
The algorithm being rewired, their feed being flipped, and attention, that's the new currency, and it's in short supply. In this video, I'll break down why your content is disappearing into the void, what Instagram is prioritizing now, and how to adjust your strategy fast before you fall behind. Quick favor, drop your biggest IG pain point in the comments. Reels flopping, a story rich debt, hashtags doing nothing. Let's decode it together. Part 1, the shift that nobody warned you about. Instagram has entered a new era, the attention recession. More content is being posted than ever, but user attention hasn't scaled with it. As Monsieur put it, if there is 10% more content, that doesn't mean there is 10% more attention. That means Instagram algorithm is now way pickier about who gets shown where. It's not about frequency, it's about fit. This is what we're calling the fit density crisis. Too many creators, too many posts, not enough attention to go around. That means content you work hard on might not even get shown. Not because it's bad, but because it's buried. In 2025, user attention spans on Instagram dropped below 7 seconds. That is down from 9 seconds in 2023. And get this, users decide in just 1.8 seconds whether to keep watching a reel or not. This isn't about beating the algorithm anymore. It's about understanding the environment it operates in. Think of Instagram like a crowded airport terminal. Everyone is shouting, but only the most compelling voice cuts through. What does that mean? Volume isn't keen anymore. Intentionality is. Every post is a signal. Every second matters. You don't need more posts, you need more purpose per post. A strategy tip. Start measuring retention rate instead of just views. Are people watching till the end? Are they rewatching? Are they sharing it? These are now the metrics that matter. Algorithm priority, originality. The biggest shift, originality is no longer optional, it's a non-negotiable. Instagram 2025 algorithm now uses advanced detection tools to analyze the DNA of your content. That includes audio fingerprinting to detect original versus reused sound, metadata analysis from editing tools like CapCut or Canva, visual recognition patterns to detect recycled templates or reused footage. So if you're copying a trend beat by beat, same sound, same structure, same captions, it knows. But if you take that trend and twist it, add a unique story, inject your personality, that's when you rise. Instagram rewards creative reinterpretation, not carbon copies. Part of their effort to compete with YouTube and TikTok by doubling down on creator credibility. It's no longer enough to be on trend, you have to be on brand. Tactical tips, original voiceovers whenever possible, even if it's even remixing a trend. Write custom hooks for the first 2 seconds. It reclassifies your reel as original content. Don't be afraid to add your face or voice. Personal content performs better than faceless trends. Tell mini stories using trends. What happened? What changed? What you learned? Think of a trend you saw today. How would you remix it to make it yours? Drop it in the comments. Algorithm priority. Depth over surface. The 2025 Instagram algorithm has evolved to reward depth over virality. Yes, views still matter, but it's what happens after the view that determines how far your content travels. Key metrics that matter now. Shares, especially via DMs. When someone sends your post to a friend, Instagram sees that as a signal of deep relevance. Users saving your content is perceived as long-term value. Watch time, total watch time and completion rate. Comment quality. Thoughtful comments count more than emojis. This means engagement is no longer surface level. Instagram can now tell the difference between a fire emoji and a meaningful response. End your video with a real question. Ask viewers to reflect, share an experience, or give advice. Use the first comment under your post to add context, or extend the story. Make content that speaks to real moments. Things people don't say out loud, but think every day. The strategic pivot of creators in 2025. Let's break this pivot down even further with examples from creators who are already winning in this new landscape. The niche storyteller. One creator went from 2,000 views per post to 80,000 views by shifting from broad fitness content to deeply personal stories about overcoming chronic pain through mobility. She stopped chasing trending audio and started narrating her own experience. The results? Higher engagement, more saves, and tons of shares in DMs. The episodic educator. Another creator used carousel posts like a Netflix series, each one built on the last. Instead of cramming value into one single post, she created a 5-part mini-series on content strategy. Followers were hooked, watch time increased, and more reportedly, a community was formed, the comment magnet. These creator posts don't just get engagement, they start discussions. How? Every caption ends with a reflective question. Instead of, do you agree? They ask, what was your experience with this? And how did it shape your thinking? That difference in depth led to multiple posts getting picked up by Explore. Pro tip, think of every post as a two-way street. The more it bites depth, the more the algorithm amplifies it. We have been fed the just post more myth for years. But in 2025, success on Instagram isn't about volume, it's about value. Be original, get specific, create for the person, not the platform. Prioritize shareability, not just visibility. The algorithm isn't broken, it just evolved. So evolve with it intentionally, strategically, creatively, and it will start working in your favor. What was your biggest takeaway from today's breakdown? Drop it in the comments. Let's build smarter together. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.